Hello, happy Saturday. I kind of wanted to come on here to talk about my tarot reading that my friend did for me yesterday and also get ready. It is 9:20. I'm going to go get coffee with one of my friends and just catch up, one of my besties. But let me take my allergy pill. I just realized. I was having a really bad sore throat, and that's it. It was just a really bad sore throat. I wasn't coughing or anything. I think the sore throat was just staying persistent. So then I went to the doctor, and the doctor prescribed me loratadine, which is an allergy medication. It's the science, uh, the scientific term, the generic term, Claritin. So I did that, and I guess I'll get into the tarot. So I went to Fieldworks Brewery in San Mateo, and that place is so cute. Like, I highly recommend it. They play the game if it's on. There's like a shed kind of bathroom, which I didn't go into. I don't really use public bathrooms unless I really have to use them. So I went and just chilled, doing dry January. So I drank one of the root beers, and the root beers are actually not bad. It's a little bit sweet, a little bit sweet. It's very sweet. It had in one like can, it had 28 grams of sugar, and then it just set me off to drink a bunch of soda for the rest of the day, which is really bad. I'm like really puffy. All the sugar and the sodium from Taco Bell really, you know, really kicking into my body. But drank root beer, and my friend was doing tarot early in the morning, not early in the morning, early in the afternoon. And so I got my reading, all my friends got their readings, and then they did like a huge, like 10 card reading as well. They had fire pits, and I think somewhere where you can I don't know what the game is. It's like just like sand, and then it's like this like rectangle area, maybe cricket. I have no idea. But there's like a place for kids to run around, and it was super cute. There was a little Korean stand pop up that was pretty good, and I think they were open because the kitchen was closed. So I highly recommend going there. It's super cute. But I'll get into my tarot. So my tarot, this is like my aesthetic picture of what I got. I got that's their root beer. And so this is the hierophant. This is my first card. And then the four cups, and then the king of cups. So it's pretty funny that I got cups and, all that stuff. I thought it was super cool. And so my friend talked to me about it, and I wanted like another remembrance of yesterday. So I plugged it into ChatGPT. Of course, tarot. For me, I never really believe in tarot. I think it's a great way to reflect on inner feelings. It doesn't necessarily say, for me, it doesn't necessarily say where I'm going, where my past was. I think they're just very general. And you can take it as you will. So I'm just gonna like basically talk about what chat told me, and also my friend. It is an alignment because there's like always a common theme with tarot as well. So what chat said was that word for word, I'm going to read word for word the paragraph said, "That's a really thoughtful spread. It actually tells a pretty coherent story. I'll walk you through it card by card, then tie it together." So chat says the hierophant. The hierophant is my past foundation slash theme. So the hierophant is about tradition, values, structure, and what you've been taught. This can show up as acting according to social norms, expectations, or roles, seeking guidance, clarity, or reassurance from trusted systems, mentors, institutions, beliefs, or doing what feels right rather than what feels exciting. In a personal or relational context, this often points to you coming from a place of integrity and seriousness, wanting something that aligns with your values, not just chemistry or impulse. It can also suggest you've been honoring commitment, patience, or the right way of doing things, even if it meant holding back parts of yourself. So, sure. Four Cups, the present slash current challenge. This card is classic emotional stagnation or discontent. Not dramatic heartbreak, more like feeling emotionally unfulfilled or bored, knowing something isn't quite right, quite it, but not fully engaging with alternatives, or a sense of I should be grateful, but I still feel meh. Here it suggests a period where you may be emotionally closed off, either because you're tired, disappointed, or protecting yourself. Sometimes the Four Cups shows up when an opportunity is present, but it doesn't look how you expected, or you're not ready to receive it yet. Paired with the Hierophant, this can mean I did everything the right way. Excuse me, indigestion. So why does this still feel unsatisfying? Deep. And then the third card is my future slash outcome slash advice. Chat says the King of Cups is emotional mastery, not emotional suppression, emotional intelligence. Calm, grounded, compassionate. Deep feelings, but not ruled by them, or able to hold space for others without losing himself. I like that. This card often points to emotional maturity, either developing within you or embodied by someone entering your life. It suggests growth into someone who can feel deeply without being destabilized, someone who leads with empathy and clarity rather than confusion or avoidance. Sure. So, in overall, chat also told me kind of like a well-rounded story after breaking it down. It says the story this spread tells is you start from a place of strong values and intention, which is a hierophant. Move through a phase of emotional disengagement or dissatisfaction, the Four Cups, and emerge as someone who understands their emotions without being overwhelmed by them, the King of Cups. In plain terms, you've been doing what you thought you should do. You're realizing that alone isn't enough anymore. You're being asked to evolve into emotional steadiness, not closing off, but choosing discernment. This reading is about relationships. If this reading is about relationships, it suggests letting go of emotional apathy or settling, becoming or attracting someone who is emotionally safe, present, and intentional. A shift from passive waiting to quiet confidence. If this is about personal growth, you're moving from external validation to inner alignment and then to emotional leadership. Overall, this is a mature healing spread. It's less about drama and more about learning how to feel deeply without losing yourself. So it also asked me if I wanted to talk about or go further into whether this reading was about love, career, self, a specific person. Because when you do a tarot reading, like me and my friends are doing this casually, but when you do a tarot reading, the lady or the person, sorry, it could be a man, the person will kind of have a discussion with you and see what you're doing the reading about, get to know you more. So there will be more definitive reading and what you're looking, obviously what you're looking for. So, I'm just gonna try and do it about love. I feel like I started doing these video diaries about love to really cope with being broken up with. So let's just stay on track and let's do about, I'll say love, please. Okay, so for love, this spread is actually, okay. So the hierophant, how you approach love. In love, the hierophant says you don't date casually just to date. You lead with values, intention, and meaning, wanting something real, stable, and aligned, a desire for emotional safety and long-term potential. You're not someone who wants chaos or situationships for the thrill. Even when you try to be chill, your heart wants substance. This also suggests that you may have stayed longer than you should have in situations because you believe in commitment. I'm getting emotional. Patience or doing things right. 4 cups. Current emotional state in love. This is an emotionally checked out but still aware card. Right now it points to feeling underwhelmed or emotionally unsatisfied, being tired of almost and maybes, protecting your heart by not fully engaging. You might be turning down offers not because they're bad, but because they don't move you. There's also an energy of, I don't want to force myself to feel something I don't. This isn't bitterness, it's discernment mixed with fatigue. I felt that. You don't know what you don't want now. You know what you don't want now, even if you're still clarifying what you do. King of Cups. What's coming, what you're meant to embody. This is the strongest love card in the spread. In love, the King of Cups represents a partner who is emotionally steady, expressive, and safe. Someone who can hold space for you without shutting down. Who can hold space for your feelings without shutting down. A relationship that feels calm, not confusing. It can also be you stepping into this role, choosing partners from emotional clarity, not longing, communicating needs without fear, loving without overgiving or self-abandonment. This card says your next meaningful love experience isn't about intensity, it's about consistency. The love narrative as a whole, you've moved from believing in love as a principle to questioning why love hasn't felt fulfilling lately, and to preparing for emotionally mature love. In short, you're done convincing yourself to be interested. You're ready for someone who shows up emotionally, naturally. Advice hidden in the spread: don't lower your standards just to feel something. Don't confuse calm with boredom. Let emotional availability be non-negotiable. This spread doesn't show loss, it shows refinement. You're not closing your heart, you're waiting for it to be met properly. Whoo! That was deep. That was deep. I was not expecting that. I'm gonna say, yeah, like all of this makes sense because I feel like a lot of people, because I got into a relationship in 2020, and it feels like that relationship, we were holding on to just something that we wish we could be. And sucks that, it took almost 5 years and I wasn't the one that broke it off. But in a sense, like when I talk to my friends, they do tell me like it feels like I broke up with him. Cause yeah, I could have gone back. I could have said, yeah, like I love you no matter what. Like let's work on it. But I know what I don't want, and I stuck to it. And very glad that I stuck to it, because I do want someone to treat me the way that I want them to, and not be hurt or feel scared. And anyways, I think tarot was super validating. I think all the tarot cards like apply to, I would say, like an average, really great person. Um and obviously I'm still emotional about like my state of like love life, and that's okay. I I think that I also just got off my period, but I think that just processing heartbreak and grief, I think, is like a lifelong thing, and finding peace within that takes a really, really long time. And I'm at that age where, for the past couple of years, I've been losing family members. I miss my dog. He's upside down. But in the end, in the grand scheme of things, I'm enjoying life and the people that surround me, and I am excited for this year. It's starting off rocky, but what is life without disappointment or frustration? It just makes the happier moments feel even better. So, that's a positive note. I don't want to keep being like sad about these things. But overall, that was my reading, and I think it's a great way to go into the new year. Just kind of wanted to document this because I've never had a tarot reading before, and I think it was super cool that one of my friends did it, and she's also trying to find love too. And, herself, as we all are. So, yeah, cool. And also, this is a shirt that I got in San Diego. I kind of don't like how it shows the patch on the back, but this is kind of the only purchase that I made on Black Friday last year, which I think is super cool. But yeah, that was a really fun trip, and yeah, I'm gonna go get coffee. I'm pretty sure I'm done with my makeup. I don't really do much. I don't do much with my makeup, honestly. And this is like, honestly, this is a men's brand, I think, but gender neutrality, right? So Papatui, right, is the Rock's brand, and I have been using the Awakening Eye Gel religiously. I put it, actually, I think this is a hack of mine. I put it on my 11s, and I think the roller ball just kind of massages the muscle here, because I did acupuncture and the acupuncturist just put a needle here. So I think this side, my left side, needs to just relax. So I think it just massages it. But I put it here, and then I put it in my under eye. You can kind of see that I already did that. And it just cools it. And I think this is a product that you have to use religiously for me, I do it every night and every morning. Yeah, with any product, that's you need to absorb in the skin, it takes a long time. I also want to do my makeup or my eyebrows. I just want to comb them through just a little bit, and then a little bit here. I just want to fill in those gaps. I like my eyebrow shape. I don't want to fill it in too much because I like the natural eyebrow look. So I think that's good. Another thing that I also tried is the Merit. I still have the box. Merit. It's my laundry. Merit Flush Blush in Persimmon. So maybe I'll try wearing... No! Sorry. Ooh, it fell. It's okay. Ew. Aw, that makes me so sad. Why did it do that? It's fine. It's okay. It's okay. Everything is okay. So let's... I think this is super, like a super cool product because it's very lightweight and buildable. And I don't like wearing a lot of makeup either. Like, I don't have any foundation on. So I think it gives me some dimension. Wow, that's looks like a lot. I did rub my hand. So yeah, a little bit cheekiness. I do have, I don't know if I would call this like rosacea. Maybe I should change the lighting. Is that lighting better? Maybe for like product use. I have just like, redness around, but I do like this orangey tint. I saw this girl do a makeup tutorial, and what she did it on was Filipina makeup, and I actually really like it. But she did it on like a full face of makeup, and for me, I don't know yet about full face. I haven't tried because I don't usually. Okay. The hair, did that do a difference? I don't know. I just look really rosy. Cool. I think it's very light, which I am such a fan of. But if you like stronger makeup, of course, I would not recommend this. But it's called a flush balm. So, yeah, do with that information what you may. I also have the Brown Harmony Precision Pencil from Rare Beauty. But I'm going to wait to try that because I still have my Benefit Goof Proof Brow Pencil. So, all right, I gotta go to coffee, but I will end this. And yeah, positive notes for 2026. Let's go.